If that were true for Jason, how could it not be true for Percy? The guy had literally been through hell and back. Even if he wasn't trying, he made toilets explode. What would Percy be like if he wanted to act scary? Give him time. She sat next to Annabeth. The guy is crazy about you. You've been through so much together. I know, Annabeth said, her gray eyes reflecting the green of the olive trees. It's just, Bob the Titan, he warned me that there would be more sacrifices ahead. I want to believe we can have a normal life someday, but I allowed myself to hope for that last summer after the Titan War. Then Percy disappeared for months. Then we fell into that pit. A tear traced its way down her cheek. Piper, if you'd seen his face, the god of Tartarus, all swirling darkness, devouring monsters and vaporizing them, I've never felt so helpless. I try not to think about it. Piper took her friend's hands. They were trembling badly. She remembered her first day at Camp Half-Blood when Annabeth had given her a tour. Annabeth had been shaken up about Percy's disappearance, and though Piper was pretty disoriented and scared herself, comforting Annabeth had made her feel needed, like she might actually have a place among these crazy powerful demigods. Annabeth Chase was the bravest person she knew. Even if she needed a shoulder to cry on once in a while, well, Piper was glad to offer hers. Hey, she said gently, don't try and shut out the feelings. You won't be able to. Just let them wash over you and drain out again. You're scared. Yes, gods, I'm scared. You're angry. And Percy is frightening me, she said. And my mom for sending me on this horrible quest in Rome? Well, pretty much everybody. Gaia, the giants, the gods being jerks. At me? Piper asked. Annabeth managed a shaky laugh. Yes, for being so annoyingly calm. It's all a lie. And for being a good friend. Ha! And for having your head on straight about guys and relationships and... I'm sorry, have you met me? Annabeth punched her in the arm, but there was no force in it. I'm stupid, sitting here talking about my feelings when we have a quest to finish. The chain god's heartbeat can wait. Piper tried for a smile of her own, but her fears welled up inside her, for Jason and her friends in the Argo too, for herself, if she wasn't been able to do what Aphrodite had advised. In the end, you will only have the power for one word. It must be the right word, or you will lose everything. Whatever happens, she told Annabeth, I'm your friend. Just remember that, okay? Especially if I'm not around to remind you, Piper thought. Annabeth started to say something. Suddenly, a roaring sound came from the ruins. One of the stone-lined pits, which Piper had mistaken for wells, spewed out a 3-story geyser of flames and shut off just as quickly. What the heck? Piper asked. Annabeth sighed. I don't know, but I have a feeling it's something we should check out. 3 pits lay side by side like finger holes on a recorder. Each one was perfectly round, 2 feet in diameter, tiled around the rim with limestone. Each one plunged straight in the darkness. Every few seconds, seemingly at random, one of the 3 pits shot a column of fire into the sky. Each time the color and intensity of the flames was different. They weren't doing that before. Annabeth walked a wide arc around the pits. She still looked shaky and pale, but her mind was now obviously engaged in the problem at hand. There doesn't seem to be any pattern. The timing, the color, the height of the fire, I don't get it. Did we activate them somehow? Piper wondered. Maybe that surge of fear you felt on the hill. We both felt. Annabeth didn't seem to hear her. There must be some sort of mechanism, a pressure plate, a proximity alarm. Flames shot from the middle of the pit. Annabeth counted silently. The next time a geyser erupted on the left, she frowned. That's not right. It's inconsistent. It has to follow some kind of logic. Piper's ears started to ring. Something about these pits. Each time one ignited, a horrible thrill went through her. Fear, panic, but also a strong desire to get closer to the flames. It isn't rational, she said. It's emotional. How can fire pits be emotional? Piper held her hand over the pit on the right. Instantly, flames leaped up. Piper barely had time to withdraw her fingers. Her nails steamed. Piper! Annabeth ran over. What are you thinking? I wasn't. I was feeling. What we want is down there. These pits are the way in. I'll have to jump.